Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys coming back to another episode of Cooking with Whiskey. I had a great time in the last video. I actually ate those tacos for lunch for like 2 days. That was good. But I think you guys are going to like this one as well. Today we're doing a barbecued pork banh sandwich with pickled vegetables. Now, it's kind of been one of the sandwiches I've kind of grown to love over the last few years here. And it's a Vietnamese sandwich with pork and pickled vegetables, normally served on a baguette, but we're going to do it a little different here. We're going to do a little barbecue spin on it. We're going to do a whiskey style, if you will, and it's going to be cool. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. Don't change that dial. Now the first step we're going to do here is get the marinade going. So this one was already store-bought. It's about 2 pounds pork loin with kind of some Asian inspired flavors on it already, so that kind of worked out for me. But we want to get some more flavor on this, so we're going to build just a quick, easy, simple marinade. I'm going to start off some soy sauce. I'll say about a 1/4 cup. I'm going to go in with a little bit of garlic. This is just a couple tablespoons of the store-bought stuff. Just to save a little time. Still get the flavor. And some brown sugar. Gotta have a little sweetness. I would say, I don't know, maybe a couple big tablespoons. Yeah, that's my culinary training right there. A couple big tablespoons. I want to add a little heat, so I'm going to use some of this ancho chili powder. Right about a 1/2 tablespoon. Black pepper. Now I'm not going to add any salt to this because there's salt in the soy sauce. Once the pork loin comes out of the marinade, I'm going to re-season it again, and I'll get a little salt on it afterwards. So that will work out good at that point. I just want to get this all mixed up a little bit. Yep. Get your Ziploc baggie. Get your pork loin. Get them in there. And then you just want to dump your marinade mixture right in over it. And try not to spill it everywhere like I am, making a huge freaking mess. And try to find your paper towels. That might be one of the spots for a nice transition edit. Yeah? Tell the producers, man. Okay, once that's going on, that's all ready to go. You want to get this moving around in here a little bit too. Get it in there. Get it all over the place. Make sure that garlic, that marinade's all over it. Then you're done. I would say this should go in the fridge for right about 45 minutes. Let that soy sauce sink in a little bit better. And then up next, we got to prep the veggies again. All right, now we've got the veggies all chopped up. We got to get them in the apple cider vinegar and let them sit for about 20 or 30 minutes. Let me bring you on down here so you can see what's going on. So you got about a 1/4 cup jalapenos. Optional if you want the heat. If you don't like it, obviously you can leave that out. I like the heat, so they're obviously going in for me. But you guys do what you gotta do. Now goes the radish. Now traditionally it's supposed to be a daikon radish, I believe. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. My store didn't have these, and the internet said you could use red radishes or white radishes in lieu of the daikon ones. So you know what Abraham Lincoln always said, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. So I think we'll be fine though. We'll find out. Now I just used the store-bought carrot matchsticks because I don't like chopping carrots like this. So if you guys want to do it yourselves and chop up carrots all day, be my guest. I won't even be mad at you. This will be about a 1/4 cup of the carrots as well, give or take. My expert culinary measurement skills. Then we're gonna go in with some vinegar and let it sit. See you back soon. All right, so we got all the veggies chopped up. Now I just bought the bag of the shredded matchstick carrots. If you guys want to chop them up yourself, by all means. I just thought this would be super easy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add a little bit more because I think you're gonna want about a 1/4 cup of everything in there. I got jalapenos in this one too. If you guys don't like the heat, by all means, you know, don't use them. I like it hot, so I got them. Let me get some more of these carrots. Now, what you want to do is what you want to do. Man, I should have learned English before I started a YouTube channel. What you're gonna want to do is not use too much vinegar. I think that's a mistake I know I've made before, because you think, oh, well, most things that are pickled have that, right? But that's if you're traditionally doing an old school pickling, right? This is going to be pretty light. It's almost like a vinaigrette to a degree. You're just going to get a little apple cider vinegar. Now I think traditionally you're going to want to use like a rice wine, but like I said, I'm trying to do a little barbecue influence on this. So I'm going to go in here probably just a couple tablespoons. And I'm going to add a little bit of brown sugar. Just give it a little sweet. Well, these are things I like a lot. Brown sugar and apple cider vinegar. Dude, you can't go wrong. Yeah. Get that going. You just want to give it a shake. Get everything all incorporated. Everybody's getting happy. Everyone's having a good time at the party. All right, so this is just gonna hang out for about 30 minutes. Perfect time to start up the grill. Today we are using the pit barrel cooker. Man, this is one of the best ones I think you can get in this price range. It can do everything. It just cooks awesome. It's got great flavor. It just adds something to that, kind of like this, almost like a San Maria style, because all your drippings are going down onto the charcoal and the wood, and that moisture comes up, that steam comes back up and kind of flavors the meat, and it gives it something a little different, and it's really good. So I'd highly recommend picking one of these up. I think they're like $300, $350. Can't beat that. I'm excited, as always. All right, folks. Now it's time to get this meat on the grill. Get your probe in there. I'll bring you guys in. Show you what it looks like. It's about 275 degrees inside the grill right now. And we're gonna let that go till it's about 155, 160. That'll be it. See you when that's ready. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the pit barrel cooker. There's probably thousands of videos on YouTube that will detail everything it does, and I'm not going to make one of those. There's so many others of those and great content on that. I just want to give you my 2 cents on why I like it so much and let you know where you can pick one up and what they go for. I think I did mention earlier, like 350 bucks. You can find them on Ace Hardware, and I think Home Depot might sell them too. But if you search it, it's not hard to find. It's called a pit barrel cooker, and I'll show you down here what the things I like about it. So basically, it's a barrel cooker, hence the name. But its ease of use is kind of what makes it nice, and it'd be really good for people who are beginners, who are new to barbecue as well. It's only got one vent down here on the bottom, and that controls the temperature of the intake. But the interesting thing about that is you set it to your own altitude. So whatever the altitude your city is in, that's what you set it, and it comes with a set of instructions of how to set it. Mine's kind of like barely like a half moon, crescent moon. And then with these rebars, it's got these holes right here, and these become the outlets. And this thing pretty much constantly, no matter what you do, it seems, pretty much runs at 275, 300. You can make it a little hotter by holding the lid open a little bit. You could probably make it run hotter by adding a lot more lit charcoal as well too. But at 275, 300 degrees is kind of the sweet spot for barbecue and smoking foods. I mean, no matter what you're doing, like tri-tip, brisket, ribs, chicken, pork, it's just like the perfect temperature. So I'm super happy with it, and I know lots of people are too. And for 350 bucks, it's tough to beat, because some of these offset smokers, I mean, they're like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. So hopefully get one of those on the channel here soon. But in the meantime, man, I'm super happy with this thing, and I'd buy another one in a heartbeat. So, hey folks, yeah, it's a different shirt. When I was filming this video yesterday, I had some battery issues, as in they weren't charged good enough. So this is obviously the next day, but we're still going to finish this video up. Now, when we left off last, we had the pork loin was on the pit barrel cooker. Cooked it to 155 degrees, wrapped it in some tin foil, let it sit for about 30 minutes. Now, obviously that's all been sliced and done and taken care of. We had that for dinner last night. But the next step I got to show you is what we do with the French roll. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my Weber smoke fire grill, heat up to about 350 degrees, and while that's heating up, I'm going to show you how we're going to do this French bread. Let me bring you on down here. So we just got your standard French roll. Okay, so I'm going to open her up a little bit. You don't want to go all the way through. Here I got a quarter cup of mayonnaise. Okay. We're going to add some hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce is basically kind of like a Chinese, Asian sort of barbecue sauce, if you will. I'm going to go in about a teaspoon. Sriracha. Man, I put this stuff on everything, literally. Also, about a teaspoon of that. Obviously, go with what works for you as far as heat and temperature. also gonna go in with a little chopped garlic. Also probably just, yeah, that was too much. Oh well. I would go with about a teaspoon of that as well, but I probably got about 2 teaspoons. So you want to use this. This is also going to go as the dressing for the sandwich. But in a lot of the Vietnamese recipes for banh mi, it goes on the bread first as well. Kind of like making French bread or garlic bread. So get a little bit on here. They might be thinking, whiskey, that's crazy. Well, if you think about it, oil, mayonnaise is mostly oil. So you could technically make grilled cheese sandwiches. You could do garlic bread. People put it on chicken, steaks before they cook it. It just adds a nice flavor, and it does the same things as like an oil or a butter would do. So now we got this on here. Once the grill's heat up to 350 degrees, we're gonna throw this on here and get it going. We'll see you back then. All right, now we got everything off the barbecue. It's time to make this sandwich. So got a roll here. It's nice and toasty with that sauce we made. Now I reheated up the pork and the barbecue too, and the tinfoil. Obviously, I didn't use the Tupperware. I just want to show you this though. So after you get it off the barbecue and you let it cool, you want to cut it super thin. Check that out. I mean, it's razor thin. Super tender. Super good. You want to make sure you use a sharp knife. I mean, that's really what does everything, is a sharp knife. And I would recommend getting like one of those knife sharpeners from Amazon as well. They're only like $6. Totally worth it. A sharp knife is way safer than a dull knife. True story. So I'm gonna get this together here. Go on with a little bit of this pickled veggies. Get on there. I also went ahead and sliced up some fresh cilantro. Yeah. You could obviously leave that off too. That's one of those optional things. Some people like it, some people don't. I ain't gonna judge you. Now, it's gotta have a little more sriracha. Yeah. All right, let's get this guy sliced up, huh? Oh yeah. Look at that. Yeah. That should be illegal, but it's not. That is what I'm talking about right there. That is something. That is something. Now, let's bring it up. Give it a little shot here. You gotta taste it, right? That's the point. Cooking's fun, but this is the main part. Oh yeah. It's those pickled veggies that really do it, because they're still fresh. They got the crunch. The apple cider vinegar, because of that little acidic, and a little bit of brown sugar sweetens it out a little bit. And then you got that sauce we made with the hoisin sauce and the sriracha. Dude. just the right amount of spice too. Yeah, I gotta wash it down with a cold beer. Cheers. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you do try this at home. It's super easy. It's not hard. Anybody can do this, especially if I can do it. So, I'm glad you guys tuned in, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.